WWE Sting is better than WWE Sting is better than TNA Sting, and I'm saying that now because I think that the WWE Sting is way better than TNA Sting. If you look at the WWE Sting, you have the WWE who has booked him perfectly well these last few months since he's debuted at Survivor 2014. Here you have a guy in Sting, a legend in the professional wrestling business, and the WWE signed him in 2014. They built him up slowly to debut. It wasn't like a kind of him and his TNA run where they rushed his debut and then he debuted, and I can't remember what his debut. I cannot remember when he debuted in TNA Sting, but he wasn't good, better than his WWE one. And basically WWE was promoting him on the video games, and they slowly put him in the video game. Then they debuted him at Survivor Series 2014, and then they featured him in kind of small segments. The one problem that TNA had with Sting, with the TNA Sting, was they didn't know how to book Sting. And when you have a guy like Sting, who is a recognizable face in professional wrestling, you put, or any recognizable face in professional, this was the same thing with Bischoff. They had the same problem they had with Hulk Hogan, the same problem they had with Ric Flair, the same problem that TNA had with Kevin Nash and all the other guys that they signed from WWF/WWE. And those are the guys that they couldn't book properly that I thought they could have done a lot better at. TNA booked Sting like shit, in my opinion. Booked Sting like shit. I think the booking that they had for him was kind of shit. He had some good feuds, but some of them were filler. Like, who would want to see a Jeff Jarrett and a Sting feud? Who would want to see like a Jeff Hardy, a passed out Jeff Hardy and Sting for a main event, for a world title match in TNA, in professional wrestling? Nobody would. Who would want to see Sting actually in the main event of a world title match? Nobody does. I mean, Sting is a great name in professional wrestling. I mean, he has a great character and stuff like that, but he's only used for kind of like for the big shows. You don't really use the guy for like every single week, and that's what they kind of did, TNA, and that's how they ruined him. Every single year would have like TNA would put him in big feuds with Jeff Jarrett, or they would put him in feuds with Kurt Angle, or they would put him in the main event of Impact, or they would put him in loads of segments like they did with Hogan. And they put him in segments with Hogan. They let him even feud with Hulk Hogan in 2011, which was the worst thing that they could ever do, and that was the worst thing that they did. They had Sting and Hulk Hogan fighting, feuding in 2011 in the main event of Bound for Glory. Was that really best of business, TNA, when you have a 60 whatever Hulk Hogan and a 50 something Sting? Really, TNA? Really? And then he gets to the WWE, and finally the WWE book him, and finally WWE have done something great what TNA couldn't do, and booked him well. And they've had him as a part-time. We all know that Sting is part-time, but they booked him really well. When he does come on Raw or a pay-per-view, it's just kind of a surprise thing. You don't know when he's going to come up. I mean, look at last week on Raw. Did you think that Sting was going to come out? Well, you probably kind of did, but it's kind of like that shock surprise. I mean, did anybody think that Sting was going to survive? That Sting was going to debut at Survivor Series 2014? Nobody did, and that's how the WWE kind of shocked Sting. Wait a minute, we're going to be surprised to see Sting debuting and stuff like that, and that was a good thing. And then just WWE, how much they book Sting, and they've hit Sting. They don't like let him cut promos. They're only now letting him cut promos now. They had him like hide his voice and stuff, and then not talk at all, and that's what I kind of like about that. And just how good like the WWE have booked him so far. They haven't made him look weak. They've made him look strong, but not too strong. They haven't shoved him down our throats too much, and he is still exciting. He is a exciting. Sorry, I can't get my words out. Exciting attraction for the WWE. I mean, he's a guy that is going to get the ratings. Is a guy who's going to sell you like your WrestleManias, your Royal Rumbles, your SummerSlams in the next couple. That's what he does. I mean, he's kind of like the Undertaker in that kind of perspective. He shows up when it's near to a WrestleMania, near to a Royal Rumble, near to a SummerSlam, and then does his thing for the rest of the stuff. That's what I mean. So that, guys, is what I think. WWE Sting is way better than TNA Sting. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Right out.